So then there were 4 periods. These are my Premier League darts, playoff final predictions for playoff night on Thursday, where these 4 players will be competing for that Premier League darts trophy, as it's first to 10 in the semi-finals and first to 11 in the final. So start off then with UPA versus Darren Price. Darren Price must be thinking, fuck's sake. Darren Price has horrible luck, honest to God. Darren Price has horrible luck. He always keeps getting the best player in the world in UK. Obviously, bit of a spoiler, yeah. That's who I think will win the Premier League, by the way. To be honest with you, I think we're wasting our time in terms of who will win the Premier League on Thursday, in my personal opinion. But I'm here anyways. Obviously, UK has an impressive record against Darren Price. Keeps on beating Darren Price whenever they meet. Darren Price just can't seem to beat him. Even Darren Price was 5-0 up against him in Dublin. Only one yard away. And he still got Darren Price. And I just think, it just has that thing over him, doesn't he? Just has that thing over Darren Price. And yes, Darren Price decides to cross the line. Decides to cross the line and try and rattle, try and get under his skin as well. Do what you can. Do what you can to win, isn't it? Darren Price is my favourite player, but I just think it will win, personally. I do think it will win. I think it will win the semi-final, and I think it will win the whole thing as well. Because it's just too good, in my opinion, for everyone else. In my personal opinion. So I am on door for a 10-7 win for UPA against Darren Price. To be fair, I think it will be close. I think it was a similar score last year in the playoffs as well, between Yetta and Price. So I think it'd be a similar score then, where I think Price will start off hang on a minute, he may actually have a chance against Yetta, but then I think Price will just miss crucial starts. Obviously not crucial starts, but he'll miss crucial darts. And I think that's where Yetta will always pounce, in my opinion. And I think Yetta will win 10-7 against Price. But Price will definitely give him a game. Of course, Price will always give him a game. Up next, Caton versus Humphreys. Every time Johnny Caton's been in the Premier League, he's always seemed to reach the playoffs, hasn't he? Which is quite an impressive record, to be fair. It's quite an impressive record considering Caton, in Caton's first year in the Premier League darts, he obviously won it, didn't he? He obviously won the Premier League. And then the 2 years after that, he reached the semi-finals. He ended up reaching the semi-finals. And obviously using the semi-finals as well. I don't think he's ever played in this format, the Premier League though. But at the end of the day, he still reached the semi-finals, hasn't he? And it's like, no matter what the format is, Johnny Caton just seems to like the Premier League, doesn't he? He seems to like it. Luke Humphreys is the defending Premier League champion. He is the defending Premier League champion, so he's actually got momentum, actually. Humphreys done instead. He's been very good the last few nights, Humphreys. Obviously, he did lose the final to Stephen Bunting, but end of the day, Humphreys was one of the last players to qualify for the playoffs, so that's what I'm saying with Humphreys and Price. They actually have the most recent momentum after qualifying for the playoffs on week 15. But the thing is, we all know, it just turns up when it matters, doesn't it? And this is where it matters. And Caton always been in the playoffs of the Premier League, doesn't he? Every time he's played in the Premier League, so something's not. In terms of this game between Caton and Humphreys, I feel momentum though is key here during this game. I do think Humphreys has the most recent momentum, and for this game, but yeah, I need to sneeze. But yeah, I was saying Humphreys has got the most recent momentum. Obviously, the last couple of weeks, Caton's not been in the greatest of form. These last couple of weeks, which is probably the worst time you want to do off form, is going into the playoffs. But here and be hoping that he can bring his form back for the playoffs as well. So you just never know in the playoff nights. That in terms of playoff nights, sometimes momentum don't matter. Sometimes. But I think Humphries will beat Keaton, and I think Humphries will win 10-8 against Johnny Keaton. It'll be a close semi-final between the two of them, but I just edge towards Humphries in that one, which makes it probably the perfect final then, isn't it? The perfect final. The best player in the world in Luke Keaton against the defending Premier League champion in Luke Humphries, which would be the third year in the war. It would be the third final, the third Premier League darts final in the war. The third Premier League playoff final in the war between Yetta and Humphries. Obviously, Yetta won the first one in 2024. Then Humphries won the 2025 final against Yetta. Now, I think they'll meet again. I just think that will be the final once again. Yetta and Humphries. It was 11-8 to Humphries in last year's final, and I do think it will be 11-8. I do think it will be an 11-8 storyline in the final, but I think it will be to Yetta this time. I do think Yetta will win 11-8 and win his Premier League darts trophy back of Luke Humphries, in my personal opinion. So they're my Premier League darts playoff finals night predictions. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Who do you think will win the Premier League darts for this year? Let me know down below in the comments. I know I went for the same old boring answer, but it's just pretty obvious, isn't it? And but yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.